is the front edge, and I wanted an inch on either side for the curve, and 3/4 of an inch in the back. For part of the half pin, or for the half tail rather. Just going to take my square and mark some quick lines here, just for visual reference. Okay. So this being the front, I want my 1 here, and then mark it up to 8. I'm going to make a mark at 1, 3, 5, and 7. I'm going to transfer these lines back. Here's my 5 mark, here's my 3 mark, here's my 1 mark. I'm going to take the chisel I'm going to be using for the pins. It's a 1/2 inch chisel. I'm just going to eyeball it, make a mark on either side, centered on those previous marks. Like so. Like that. That's better. Go ahead and mark your waist too. This is gone. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. Mark out your cut depth. In between your tails. I almost forgot to scribe along the backside as a depth stop while I'm sawing. After clamping both treads in the vise, I square the lines across both boards. I'm cutting the tails on both treads at the same time. This will give me a uniform match to the top and bottom treads. When cutting the pins and tails, I like to cut all the left or right sides first and then the others. This just helps me train my hand for more accurate cuts. With the tails cut out on both sides, it's time to remove the waste. I really like using the coping saw for this. With a mallet and chisel, I pare the rest of the waste away up to my scribe lines. I only go halfway on one side, and then I flip the boards over and meet in the middle. Next, I mark my pins out using my tails as a template. And then mark all my waste areas to reduce the chances of me screwing it up. Next, I transfer the thickness of my tailboard to my pin board with a gauge. I only scribe in the areas where they'll be cut out. It leaves a cleaner surface and it gives the chisel something to sit in when I pare out the waste. As no one's going to see the backside, I could scribe straight across. Then, in a similar fashion to cutting out the tails, I cut out the pins. With all the main waste cut out, I pare down to the pencil lines. Leaving the pencil lines ensures that I can get a nice tight fit. On my first test fit, I got a little overzealous and ended up splitting the board. Naturally, my first instinct was to use it to start my next fire. To repair it, I used the vacuum the glue through the crack trick, and it worked great. After a couple minutes of paring and test fitting and paring and test fitting some more, I was satisfied with all my joints.